and welcome back to AMP9 News. I'm Lindsay, and this is my co-host, Tatyonna.
Thank you, Lindsay. Today we're going to be talking about the Gulf High School FBLA chapter, a senior scoop, and how to prevent cyberbullying. But first, let's check out the weather for this week with Mega. Today it is stormy in many counties with a high of 73 and a low of 62. For the rest of the week, we're going to have light rain and heavy wind, and the temperature will drop until Saturday when the high will be 84 and the low will be 79. Now over to Deborah, who's on the scene.
Thank you, Mega. As you can see, the weather is rough out here in Pasco. We're in an area of low pressure right now, which means that the rain should be moving southward in the next day or two. The National Weather Service recommends that you proceed with caution until the rains pass. The winds seem to be hitting about 51 miles per hour, and the chance of rain is 100%. Make sure you grab your umbrellas and stay dry out there. Now, back to the studio.
Thank you, Deborah.
Now our reporter Alexis has an exclusive interview with Gulf High School's FBLA treasurer, Zoe Cups. Let's see what the chapter's been up to this year.
Hi, Zoe. Thank you for taking the time to do this interview with us.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me.
So what fundraising events have you done so far to raise money for FBLA?
We did cookie dough sales with an online store to buy other merchandise, and we were planning on doing a chocolate sale.
What's the importance of fundraising for you in FBLA?
We used the money we raised to go towards competitions such as state and nationals. Last year we had 2 teams from our chapter go to nationals, and we fully funded their entire trip. We also use it for other resources that our members may need.
What are your goals for this chapter as a whole this year?
We really want to increase the amount of people who move on to states, as well as learning more about what it really means to be a future business leader.
Those are very strong goals, and we look forward to seeing what you and your chapter will accomplish this year.
Thank you.
Those are great goals to shoot for.
I agree. I hope they'll be able to accomplish everything they set out to do this year.
Breaking news, are seniors at Gulf High School getting painted parking privileges?
I'm not sure, but let's check it out.
Cut to the clip.
For the first time since 2015, the seniors at Gulf High School were given the privilege to paint their parking spots. With this new addition, the seniors can now have a reserved spot at the front of the parking lot, which is much more convenient.
Although this opportunity was an artistic addition to the school, some seniors did have problems with it. The price of the spot was added on top of the parking pass fee of $30, which some could not afford. Altogether, the parking fees were $50. Here's what seniors had to say about this.
Did you have the opportunity to paint your parking spot this year?
No, I did not.
Yes.
No, because I couldn't afford it.
Yes.
Do you think that this addition to the school was worth it?
I do, because it definitely personalizes the person's parking spot and allows for no one else to be able to park there, and you have it all year long. It's a big convenience.
I think so, because I think letting the seniors paint their own spots gave them an opportunity to express themselves and reserve a spot, so I think that's cool.
Yes, because it allows us to pay for spots so we can park closer to school if we want to. I do, because it lets people express their own feelings and express themselves.
Do you think this opportunity should be given to just seniors or anyone with a car?
I think it should just be for seniors, because it's more important that they have reserved spots, because usually seniors get certain privileges.
I think it should be anyone with a car, but I do think the senior priority in which seniors can park closer to the school, that should also be a thing.
I feel like it should probably be exclusive to seniors because they pay for specific parking spaces at the front of the lot. And so, I mean, not everyone in the school is going to be able to get a parking space.
It should just be open to seniors because we've already been here for 3 years, so we should get it because it's our last year.
Do you think that the fee was fair?
I don't think the fee was fair because after already paying for a space, then paying for painting that space that you pretty much have already renting, it's pretty high. It goes up to around $50.
Even though I was fortunate enough to be able to pay that fee, I didn't think it was fair because I feel that anybody should be able to express themselves, and also if they're a senior, have that parking spot, and I don't think it's fair for someone to not be able to financially do it, to not be able to have that opportunity.
How do you think the school could improve this experience for seniors in the future?
I think that maybe they could make the price a little bit lower, or give them more days to be able to paint.
They could just let you paint the spot as long as you bring your own supplies, which you're already expected to do so.
I think they can, I honestly think that the cost should be removed, I think, unless you want to paint it. But senior priority should be there. Parking spots shouldn't have to cost anything, but I do think if you want to paint on the school property, that it should have a fee. Okay, thank you. Thanks.
By making it easier to sign up for your spot and paint it as well by allowing more days to paint.
Thank you. Nowadays, cyberbullying has become increasingly prevalent in middle school and high school settings. Nearly 43% of students have reported being cyberbullied at least once. It should be noted that this data could be deflated because many adolescents don't report bullying due to shame and being labeled as a snitch. According to stopbullying.gov, cyberbullying is bullying that takes place on a digital device such as computers, tablets, or cell phones. Cyberbullying most commonly happens on social media sites like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. It has 3 unique characteristics separate from regular bullying, which include persistence, permanence, and the fact that it's hard to notice.
Cyberbullying is constant. The things posted are permanent and extremely public. This can cause more students to jump on the bullying bandwagon and can ruin the student's reputation. It may feel like the child can never escape their bullies. Adolescents who are bullied have a higher chance of developing depression and anxiety. The children can feel vulnerable and helpless. This can lead them to isolating themselves and eventually thoughts of suicide. These issues never go away and they will affect these children's lives.
So here are some tips to help prevent bullying.
Parents, make sure that you are monitoring your child's online activities and notice any changes in attitude.
Look for signs of isolation or loss of motivation in things they used to love.
When talking to your children, make sure you are welcoming and that the atmosphere is comfortable.
For students, remember that pictures and posts don't define you. Your internet reputation is not reflective of who you are in reality.
Block and report anyone you need to get rid of the negativity. Or you can keep your accounts private to only your close family and friends.
Lastly, don't be afraid to talk to parents, counselors, or friends. And remember that you have a support system of people that care for you.
Thank you so much for tuning into our broadcast.
And don't forget to tune in every night at 9 p.m. for news you can rely on.